Finding the battery on a Honda CBR125R? Yeah, it's not where you think it is. Watch this video and I'll tell you exactly how to do it. So, as you can see, we're going to try to start the bike now, and nothing. It's just not happening. You take the key out, take it to the back of the bike, turn it to the right, and at the same time pull off that rear seat cowl. That'll come off quite easily. Now you've got the tool bag under the seat, which you want to keep. If you've got all the tools in there, you actually have everything you need to do this job, so you don't need any other special tools. You can do the whole thing basically with this one Allen key, but you also need that little screwdriver that comes in the bag as well. So you start by undoing the left side bolt. Keep an eye on the type of bolts because they are actually all different. I mean, these two are the same, but all the other ones are different on the bike, and put them somewhere safe. Next up is removing the actual seat. So you just pull and backwards. Then you can start to remove the bolt that holds down the tank cover. You've got to do another bolt at the top here. Just comes out. Have a look at the type of bolt it is, which oddly is different to the other two, which are at the top of the bike there. So again, using that same Allen key, just undo it. It's not that easy to use this Allen key, to be honest. Okay, and there's another one over there. So then move the handlebars to the right. Do the same thing. Take off the one on the top. Reference this video back if you forget which bolts go where. And obviously do the same one down the other side of the bike. Right down the front of the bike, you got two bolts, one on the right, one on the left. So you can see one here. You've got to remove that one. So again, use the Allen key. If you've got proper tools, use them because it'll be a lot quicker, but I'm just showing you can do it with no additional tools. And the same thing, keep an eye on the bolts, the same thing to the left hand side. So we're just going to go and undo that one. And that's that. So we're getting there. Now you want to gently, and I mean gently, wiggle, pull, stretch, everything to get this tank off. It can be a little bit fiddly. I nearly snapped one of the brackets, but luckily I didn't. Just take your time and remove it. It will come off, as you can see. Now you've got to remove the two tank bolts that hold the tank down, which is what's going to allow you to lift the tank up at the end. These bolts are obviously completely different. They're a lot longer. There's the same thing on the left-hand side of the bike. So out it comes, and put them somewhere safe. Now you want to lift the tank up from the front. Put something to hold the tank up. I just use a brick. Probably not the best idea because it can scratch the bike. Try and use a block of wood or something covered in a rag or something, but it's quite easy to do. And then you've got a little tab here which holds the battery. Now, as you can see in here, there's a battery, but as you can see, it's a bit of a mess. They've tried to put some stuff in there. There's some extra wires, don't know what they're doing. And first things, to get to the battery, we've got to undo this bolt. We've got to lift this tab. Oh, check out this bolt. This bolt is slightly different. Then we've got to use that tool we had in the tool bag. That end part slides into the black bit, and then you've got a screwdriver. Well, hey, Honda really thought about all of this. These are old school tools. They've been there for years. So we're going to undo. You have to undo the negative first, which is pretty good. And then you won't need these bolts because you're going to be putting a new battery in. Just move that out of the way, and you can take the little tab off. Then you've got access to the positive, which you can undo. Look at all that gunk that's in there. No idea what that stuff is, but we take it out, and that's the battery that comes with the bike. So if you need to replace it like for like, go and get that one. And before we replace the bikes, you always want to check if it was a problem with the battery or not. And this one actually is at 12.43 volts, but so I wasn't too sure what happened here. But look at this battery. Absolute horrible condition. And seeing as I got it out, there's no reason to put it back in. I'll just put a new one in, even if this battery could have been charged up properly. The problem is, to get to the battery to charge it, you've got to do all that work. So if you're going to do it, you might as well just replace the battery. So you've got the new battery, it's charged 12.73 volts, which is what the bike needs to start. And you get the battery back in. Now, before you do that, make sure you put in these little tabs that allow you to actually screw that battery back in. Okay, they pop, just slide in there. Just make sure they don't fall out once you put the battery in. Positive side is on the left, and the battery just basically slides straight in. Simple as. All right, that's the new battery in. Now, you've got to put the positive in first, and then the clip that holds the battery down, and then the negative. Now, at this point, you want to test the battery. Make sure it's working, because you don't put everything back and then realize it doesn't work. So, there we go. Bang on, starts on the button. Putting it all back together is basically the reverse of this video, so just watch it backwards. And there you have it. One Honda CBR125R back on the road. And if you like this video, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. It will tell me that you want to see more of this, so I'll keep making more.